Right, good morning all. Now, I have a present. I've got a little box here which I'm now going to unbox. So you're going to see this as I unbox it. I've not unwrapped any of this yet. So you're going to see it as I unwrap it. If there's any faults in this, you're going to see them. So let me start. I'll move the camera around. Hopefully I'll be able to do this. Now I think I've explained in some of my other videos, this only records 20 minutes at a time. I could record it on a tablet, but the picture quality on a tablet is not brilliant. I can't zoom in and out with a picture with a tablet obviously. So what I'll do is I'll record 20-minute segments. So it might take 4 or 5 20-minute videos, which is probably better in some ways, because when I watch my videos back, and any videos, when I'm watching a lot of the videos, when they get into the hour and a half mark, I get bored with them. 30-40 minutes later and I just can't be bothered watching them anymore. It's just too boring. So doing them in 20-minute segments might actually work out a lot better. You might be able to enjoy it a little bit more. So this will be part 1. This will be the unboxing of what's in this. I do have these glasses, but these are what I use for working with. My actual glasses are broken. So first things first, let me move the camera around. Just forgive me for a little while. I'll move the camera around and get it set up on the table, hopefully. There you go. Oh, look at that. You see, that's how much different. And the beauty of this is, as I've said before, I can now zoom in and out. It will set itself up right eventually. Hopefully I'll be able to do that better once. Might need to move the camera forward a bit so that it can point down a bit more. Right, let's get it down a bit more. So that's... you want to see the whole box really, don't you? So let's start it by being able to see the whole box. So now you can see the whole box. So first things first. Oh, and the box within the package. Right, now. So that's what's in the box. Tamiya Prince of Wales. Get it stuff out of the way. And I should be able to just slide this out of here. It's in 2 bits. Right, there you go. Tamiya Prince of Wales. That's not even see it. Look at that. I'm not able to see it. So the Tamiya Prince of Wales. Now let me just show you first. So let me see if we can just zoom in a little bit better. See a bit more of it. You don't want it too much. Right, now I built this kit quite a few years ago now. Got to be at least, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. Now I've still got it next door, but over the years since I built it, I must have moved 7 or 8 times, and bit by bit it's been broken. On the actual kit next door, there's a bit of this bit's missing, this is missing, the aircraft hangar bays here are missing. There's a lot of it missing, so the reason I brought this, I've said in a previous video, is I've already got HMS hood, the 200 scale HMS hood. So this will go with the HMS hood. And today, arriving today, within the next couple of hours, might even get an unboxing of that this afternoon, is the Prince Eugene. And the Bismarck is at this moment in time in France. The 200 scale Bismarck. So I'll have all 4 ships that took part in the Battle of Denmark Strait. That's the reason I've re-brought this. So first up on the box, there's not really a lot to show on the box, is there? You've got the usual call outs, the usual bits, what they are, what's in the box. Doesn't really say a lot in it. 1/350th scale. Let me see if I can read that. 1/350th scale, precision model. Contains parts for one model. Doesn't actually tell you in this how many parts are in the box. And on the side is a nice little out looking down on top of the decks. I probably will buy an aftermarket kit for this. When I originally built it, there might have been some aftermarket kits for it, but they didn't have wooden decks for it when I first built it. So the chances are I'll buy the wooden decks for this, and then the aftermarket kit. So this is missing on the one next door. The plane is still there, but bits of it are missing. And I think some of the boats might be missing. So that's that. Let's get this box open. So that's not too bad. I've dealt with Tamiya before. We've got the big one up there. So we've got a fair few, we haven't got loads of screws. We've got a few. I'll show you them later. Let's put them to one side for the moment. Because it's only 20 minutes worth of film, there's another little bit there. We'll go through all these in a minute. Oh, you've actually got, there are transfers. We've got tech tips, we'll go through that in a minute. And you've got some more screws there, we'll look through all them in a minute. Instruction manual, we'll come to that in a minute. I'll go through the instructions first probably. I've got two instruction manuals. It's a bit strange. Okay, well they're both in English. Okay, that's a bit weird. We've got the usual sort of important information concerning the kit. Doesn't really mean a lot. We've got the deck fittings. And a bit of flash on them. That is a bit repairing. Well, not repairing, but sorting out. We'll come to them in a minute. We've got the stand, which I may or may not use. There's a piece of stuff there. And this here, that's just decals. Tech tips. We'll come up to all this in a minute. I'll show you where I'll go through all this. One hole. Let's have a look at that in a minute. So that's all the bits out. All the bits in there. That's not a bad hole, I suppose. But what we do have, what it doesn't have, a bit unusual that really. Normally with these kits you get a little bit of photo etch. No photo etch in this at all. That's a bit strange. So that's the hull. We won't do that yet. We'll go through the various bits and pieces first. Then we'll come on to the hull, because I've only got 11 minutes left anyway. So first off, let's go through this. Let's have a look at this. We'll do the next video. I'll do the... Might be able to get through the instructions. Ow! Might be able to do the instructions. Right, first off, let's come to that in a minute. Let's have a look at these things first. Right, so you get a tech tips. Tech tips. Let's have a look at tech tick. Right, let's have a look and see if I can zoom into that. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Oh, there you go. So we've got tech tips. Got to remember how to do this now, haven't I? Right, now, so where are we? Right, tech tips. So basically what this is telling you is, let's get that a bit further out so you can see it a bit better. So basically what this is telling you is the tools that you need, which I've got anyway. It's got the, now I know what I need to do. I need to set this camera up a different way, don't I? Let me swing it around. Swing it around, I can get it maybe a bit further down. And that might be better for looking down. I'm going to try and get this camera. The thing is, I haven't got anything to... I can get it down there, but then you can't see it, can you? So I can get it there. Alright, now that gets it flat. Right, Right, forgive me for all this, but if I can try and get this, ideally I could do with this camera being behind me, couldn't I? But then you wouldn't see it because of my hands. And this gives it you. So this is just a case of messing about trying to get this camera set up. So that's looking over there. That's looking down there. That's looking down there. But I'm going to try and zoom into this. Maybe I can do it a bit better by having the camera. This is the problem with these things. I can get that like that, but the camera, of course, is at an angle. It's not behind me. Somehow I need to get that so that you're looking at it flat. Unless I put it round the other way. Maybe if I do it back to front. If I do it from that side. Okay, I might just move the camera around the other side for the next video. See if I can do it behind the kit, because I can't get this camera behind me, unfortunately. I can't get it in here higher than it is. I'll try that from behind in a minute. But let's go through this first. So tech tips. So basically it's telling you how to take a finger, you know, use a pair of pliers to get stuff off the screw. How to drill a hole. You know, how to put the glue in. Alright, and then how to use the cement. So that's just very basic, it's not really saying a lot. That's telling you the painting instructions. Now come to painting it. You see, that's spray painting that. Well, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to spray paint it, to be fair. Right, now let me just sort this out. I'll sort this camera out. You have to forgive me for this. Right. Now I've only got 7 minutes left, so what I'll do, to get that, I'll move the camera around. Tech tips are not really worth a lot. I'll move the camera around. I'll put it over the other side of the table. Because I can't get it set up here. Well, I might be able to move around the other side of the table. Duh. So I might just do that. I'll record this here. I can set this up here. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Look at that. Right, now that's flat. Now, what I can't do now is do anything to that, because now I can't sit here because of the camera. So what I need to do is move on the other side. So let me move that. Let me move this. Now comes the other problem. Let me move the camera around. Let me move the table out. Now comes the other bit. Of course. I can quite easily do that, but the problem is I don't need to of them, do I? Really? So let's put all the bits and bobs away. Here for now. They go down there. Remembering not to stand on them. They can go down there. They can go there. And where's my tech tips gone? Right. Let's do this again. Let's see if I can do this a bit better. The biggest problem now, of course, is even though I can see that, let me get this. I can probably get that closer to there. Right, now, I can probably get that on there. I can zoom in. This is the problem when you're doing it on yourself. So tech tips now, you can actually see proper. Okay, I'm looking at it upside down obviously. So we'll see how this works. But there you go, tech tips. So basically showing you the tools. Most of this is, you know, fairly obvious really. you know, how to cut stuff up, how to removing the access sprue, alright. So as you can see, well, that's showing you how to remove the flash, which they usually have quite a bit of flash on these things. I've done Tamiya before, they're a bit iffy with flash sometimes. How to drill, school instruction manual. It's only just tips really, it's not showing you the actual model itself, how to do the model itself. How to glue stuff together. Probably alright this if you're a first time modeller. It'll actually give you some nice tips. If you're done a lot of modelling, then it's not a problem really, is it? Let's see if that will make any difference to the picture quality. I've got a light on above me. Maybe. That's a bit bright that. But I think if I took, alright, maybe that might be better. It's not quite as bright now. I've got a window right next to me and it brings a lot of light in, unfortunately. Yeah, I think you need I can alter the light on this somewhere. I can alter the different light fittings. That's a very bright one. This is just messing about at the moment, getting the camera all set up. I'll do a proper review in a minute now that I can work from the side of the table. And then to the side we've got, actually that's not as good with the, that needs better light, doesn't it? That's better. Maybe if I close the curtains. The problem is I've got this stupid light coming from. Room light on. Well, it's not bad, I suppose. Right, okay, so where are we up to? I've got 2 minutes for this little video. So once again, it's showing you the various tools to use, how to take them off. One cut off apart from remove access. I can just about see that. So I'm playing with the light, try and get this light better. That goes too close. That's a bit better in it. I don't need this light so far in. Right, that's better. Right, now, and so as we move down, I've got to get used to working upside down, of course. And then add in whatever that is. Cemented card temporarily, alright, I identify my areas to be cemented. So you just put a little bit of cement on and then there's painting. Now painting, whoopsie daisy, I'm a bit big there, aren't I? Right, now painting wise, no, this is better, I can do this better. This is, I'll get better with these videos a bit. Oh, that's got that flash up because it's trying to take a photo. Right, I've got a minute left for this little video, and then we'll go into the instructions first, and then I'll go through the parts with you. So this now is set up, so I might be able to do the videos better like this, hopefully. I really must get a better camera to do it. If only it would take an hour movie instead of 20 minutes. But like I say, it might be nice to do 4 or 5 20-minute videos. I did put a software, but I downloaded a couple, I've done 4 or 5 now, video editors, and I did one last night, and I edited 5 little videos of my dog, made it into a 14-minute video, and then I put it to save it and download it and export it out so I can put it on YouTube. And what happens? Please update to the premium edition of this. Do you want to add? So they just don't work. And as I say, it's probably best to do 20-minute videos. I would prefer it to have been half an hour, but 20-minute videos will do, and that will get somewhere. This is about to go now, so I'll start the next one in a minute.